Alright guys, so this is the video I said I was going to do in the unboxing video for the Series X, where I set it up. I'll have some parts where I'll definitely skip over in terms of like personal stuff like email and password and shit like that, but we're definitely going to be setting this up. I didn't do it last time for either the Xbox One X or the Xbox One or even PS4 because I didn't think to. But yeah, so there we go with this. This is on the Xbox One X. So switch to this input. And turned on without a problem. That's nice. Dogs are barking in the background, sorry about that. Or one of them is. And this is automatically synced to the Series X. Really have to go with the app. Let me just go to it. The app starts the same way. That switches languages. Set up a console. YD JCR VJ EGC. And that's just a console. Why did the Wi-Fi disconnect? Okay. Next, it's just allowing me to set up everything. I think I have the hold on. I have to put in the Wi-Fi password, which I do have typed down. Okay. Don't have to type it in too often, so. Joining your console to Wi-Fi. It's actually really, really nice. Don't like how it's like taking forever, but console's online next. Let's update. Console needs a 775 megabyte update, which will download over its connected network. This will take a few minutes, but it's worth it. Cool. Power mode, energy saving, or instant on. Let's do instant on. Sign in and security preferences. Let's do no barriers, just for that. Enable instant sign in. Keep my games and apps up to date. turn on remote features, install new games remotely to your console, use Xbox Remote Play to play your... Okay. Now let's get you signed in with an Xbox profile. Luckily, I'm already signed in on this. How do we use your data? Wait, how we use your data? Help make your Xbox experience better. Send optional data, why the fuck not? We share data with publishers. Give my console a name. There we go. Just my username, Series X. Next. Want to keep in touch? Xbox info and officers, publisher info and offers. Why the fuck not? Copy your settings. Copy settings. That's nice. Okay, cool. You can see it's almost completely done with, like, installing everything. This is all done. Explore the app while your console updates. So yeah, basically everything is done. And it's not really doing anything, but the fans are going a little bit. I can feel them going. It's actually pretty quiet. The Xbox One X is already very quiet. You can't even hear it right now. It is running, and I can hear the fan inside of it, but I have to be actively listening for it. And I know the Series X is new, while this Xbox One X is almost 3 years old, at least since I've been using it. So I got it, I think, in January, February of 2018. But this is actually pretty quiet, all things considered. It's actually really nice. Still updating. That's fine. It's applying my settings. Cool. Console will restart during the update. And I think it already did because the controller turned off and it's only been not even 10 minutes. I really do hope that at some point in the near future, Microsoft can have, because Sony has this for PS4 controllers on the PS4, and I assume they will for the DualSense as well, that they include a setting in the settings menu where you can just have your settings for your Xbox Series X controllers and Xbox One controllers. You could also put this in an OS update for the Xbox One as well. Having it so you can tell your controllers not to turn off right away, or just always be on. Update controller. It's really weird that we now have OS updates for controllers. They have these updates for Xbox One controllers too, but they haven't had one of those in a while. I don't even remember when the last time one was, but then again, it could have downloaded in the background while I was sleeping, or just didn't have a game going, or anything. But when was the last time I saw an update screen for the controllers? I want to say it was probably 2 or 3 years ago, maybe, at least. So they have a good way of doing the controllers, I think, in terms of the OS and everything. I am filming this on an iPod Touch, by the way. So it's only going to be like 1080p iPod Touch. It's a 6th gen, so it doesn't have a 60 frames per second mode, otherwise I would be filming shit in that. I don't know if I'd be filming stuff in 4K, because honestly, the videos I shoot with it, don't really require 4K realistically. On top of that, it would take up like too much space that I don't need to do. Maybe filming it at 4K, then downscaling it to 1080, or exporting the videos to just 1080p would be good, because the higher resolution or frame rate you record or film something at, the downscale version will benefit from it, rather than if the video or whatever were just mastered or filmed at 1080p. Because there's obviously higher pixel count with 4K, because it's literally double the resolution of 1080p. And it's just honestly good to do that. But yeah, if I like was filming stuff on my phone, which is a Galaxy Note 10 Plus, it definitely, I could probably record it in 4K. Like, I can take high quality pictures with it. So let me just check Discord really quickly, because my girlfriend got back to me in DMs, I believe. Updated. Country roads, take me home. So that should be... Okay, yeah, it's the same exact OS as the Xbox One and One X. I'm not surprised by that. There are a few improvements or differences. Like, there are more apps pinned right here. And it looks a little cleaner. Let me go back to the One X really quick so you guys can see. For some reason, the One X is only at 720p. That's disgusting. That's disgusting in terms of the fact that this was a 1080p. TV display options. Wow, why is this only displaying at 720? The TV can go up to 1080. It's a fucking 3D 1080p 60 hertz TV. It was just at 1080. Because I was watching YouTube right before I did this video. But, whatever. Actually, let me actually turn this off. Because after I do this video, I'll sync my... Or I can actually just do that right now. So there we go. I have the Elite Series 2 controller, and as you guys can see, it is controlling the Series X. So yeah, let me just turn off the controller, which I didn't do unboxing videos for these because I didn't see it as, or I didn't see any point to it, but over the last 3-4 years, maybe, I have gotten a couple of Xbox branded Seagate external hard drives, for this, for the Xbox One. Ooh, these are hot. These are really hot. But what we can do, since we have the Series X, is turn this over, plug these in to the 3.0K ports on the back, and it'll load up everything. Manage updates. We install a bunch of apps as well. This is how I sort the triggers on the Series X controller. They're less concave or convex, whichever one it is, than the ones on the One controllers. That's actually really nice. Similar to the PS4 controller. Filter, supposed to be all storage, and it's reading slowly. As soon as it's done, I will do that, but yeah, just slowly, yeah, as you guys can see, I have a really good internet connection right now, probably, so our internet's pretty good, all things considered. We got Spectrum, which sometimes can fuck up, but, yeah. I don't like the sound of the D-pad on the Series X controller, but partly why I can use the One controllers. Which, yeah. And there are some games I do want to install directly to the SSD because I don't have any Series X games, at least, I don't think. Let's see, is Yakuza Like a Dragon available yet? Through Game Pass? Because it's supposed to be available through Game Pass, I believe. No, just Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Kiwami 2. Okay. Okay, I have over 300 games installed on both of these hard drives. So, yeah. You see the storage. It has a 1TB SSD, but it reserves like somewhere between 50 and 100, I think, gigabytes for I guess the OS and shit like that. Yeah. You definitely would want an expansion card. I probably won't get one of those until next year, so because they're $220, which I have talked to a friend who does PC stuff, and he did say that that is a decent price, or that is an average price for a 1TB SSD. I'm surprised they don't have at least 2TB SSD options for those cards, but yeah, so this is actually pretty good. Maybe should have recorded this with the Elgato, but I'll do that when it gets to the gameplay portion of this shit. That'll be an entirely separate video, I believe. Because that video is going to be a bit long, with the games I want to test out. Yeah, the fact that it can, that your external hard drives for the Xbox One work already out of the box with this shit, that is really, really good. If you're migrating from the Xbox One or Xbox One X to the Series X or S, you're pretty much set. The only thing is on Series X or Series S, you can't use discs because it's a digital-only console. But otherwise, this is really good. So yeah, and I had about somewhere between 500 and or not even 500. I think I had somewhere between 200 and 300 gigabytes left over on the Xbox One X for the most part. Maybe. So yeah, because I kept most of my games on these external hard drives, and these are good. To give you a number right there, because I think you can see it, this 252, I have over 100 more games installed, Between the 360, the original Xbox, and the Xbox One, I have those games left over. It is slowly reading them. I like to group shit by letter and have small tiles, because the small tiles, they're like small enough that I can still read what they are. So, and if you see the groups I have one for apps, because one of the things I developed in terms of a muscle memory for the Xbox One is I would open this, and right there you wouldn't have, like, sometimes I wouldn't have, like, an app that I wanted to go to. I mainly use, like, YouTube, Netflix, and Blu-ray player, and movies and TV for this shit. But you wouldn't always have these right there. So, let me actually tilt this up just a bit. Should have done that a bit ago, but you wouldn't always have those right there be everything that you want. So, My Games and Apps, that's just an easy thing. If you guys want to do that, if you want to steal that, go right ahead. It makes sense to me to do it. Since most of the time, when I'm not playing a game, I like to use my Xbox One for streaming YouTube and shit, rather than using any of my computers, because I think it's better. But, yeah. Yeah. Well, that fan is actually... That fan is pretty silent. But yeah. Makes sense to me to do it like that. What games do I have that I can start transferring? Final Fantasy 15. Let's move. Select all, move to internal. Let's see how quickly it takes the base game. Almost 80 gigabytes with the Xbox One X enhancement patches. The smaller stuff, it doesn't take long to transfer even on the Xbox One, so yeah. That's actually, yeah, that looks actually, yeah, that is much faster than the Xbox One already. As you can see, I basically have every piece of DLC that is available for the game. I have the Russian voice back just to have it, basically. Alright, baby, bring on the pain and bring on the thunder. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head. I'm remembering a Lego Rock Band, and the song I keep having playing in my head is the song Thunder by... Who sings that? I have 3 Days Grace stuck in my head as the band, but I don't believe that's right. Boys Like Girls, is that it? Boys Like Girls, there. I remembered it right as I was searching. Yeah. Completes in about 30 seconds, so that literally took like less than 2 minutes to move almost, or 11.55 gigabytes to the SSD on this. That is nice. That is nice. Yeah. Because I also want to... It's got less than 30 games list to load it, or last to load in. What is this? Special Voice Pack, Holiday Pack Plus, Holiday Pack Free. The game has just so many pieces of deals. Like, look at that. Look at that transfer rate. Let me have that focus on the TV. Look at that transfer rate. That's actually really nice. Like, that is pretty good. Sorry if this isn't necessarily that exciting. I do... What is my point here is I just want to show this off. Like, personally, I don't think that there's any bad reasons not... or there's any reasons to not get an Xbox Series X if you want one. Let me open iMovie on my desktop, which the desktop is that's what that is. My iMac, which I recently, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, just moved everything around on the dresser I have here. And the table I have. Oh shit. Well, sorry guys, my iPod is running very low on battery, so I'm going to stop this video before it completely runs out and the video probably doesn't save. So, yeah. Do like how it's transferring pretty well with larger gigabyte DLCs and shit. So yeah, Assassin's Festival. I really wish that they would patch that back in, and the Moogle Chocobo Festival. And offer those, because those are free DLCs, and the content, I believe, is still part of the game, maybe, but you can't access them because of a patch that they released in early 2018, and I hate that. Stupid. Anyways, so yeah, links in the description on my shit, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for the game testing video.